Hi everyone. Today we're going to be going through how we can convert employee level data into a job leveling matrix. So job leveling matrix is where you have grade in the rows and job families in the columns. And within each cell you want to fill in what job titles go into each combination. So this is a way you can easily see, for example, progression within a given job family, and you can easily see seniority for job hierarchy, and it's a way of grading different jobs, so you can apply consistent policies, whether that's bonus, salaries or benefits across similar jobs. So this can be achieved by using clever index match formulas, but we're going to use PowerPivot and concatinateX. I'm going to delete what's in here at the moment. Let's just have a quick look at our raw data again. So we've got grades, job titles and job families and departments for each employee. First thing we want to do here is load this to the data model. So go into PowerPivot and then press add to data model here. If you don't see PowerPivot in your ribbon, then you will need to get that added by going into File and then down here Options and then here Add-ins. And under Manage, you want to click on COM Add-ins, press Go, and hopefully one of these options will be PowerPivot. Tick that, press OK. Once you get that in the ribbon, you can click anywhere in your data and then select Add to Data Model. Once that gets loaded into the data model, you can just simply X out of that. And the good thing about it being in the data model now is that it becomes available when creating pivot tables. So if I was to go into Insert Pivot Table, this option here, use this workbook's data model, is available now. So we want to add the pivot table to this worksheet, existing worksheet, and yeah, cell H7 is fine. And the actual matrix itself is going to be a pivot table, and the benefit of that is it becomes refreshable every time you change the underlying data, wherever you need to make adjustments, which are, if anyone's ever done a job architecture framework project, they'll know that happens. Amendments are happening all the time. So you want grade in the rows, you want departments in the column, and then you want job family under department. Go into PowerPivot and then under here measure new measure. Call it anything you want really that's appropriate. Matrix, job title maybe. Under category, we want it to be a text, the output to be a text, so general is fine. And the function you want is concatinateX. So it's asking for a table. Our table, I've named it already, is called job underscore data. The expression we want, for now, the expression we want is just the job title. There, job title. And the delimiter we want, it could be anything, but I'll set it to a pipe symbol for now and then close that. Check formula, no errors, okay. Under finance analysis in grade 5, it's giving us all the values, all the job titles that come under that combination. So yeah, we're getting there. We want these to be unique. So we're just going to go back and amend that formula to make it distinct. So right where we said there, the table, we don't want the whole table, we want the distinct table. Distinct job title, sorry, here. close the bracket, check form, let's press OK. And now we have what we were looking for, kind of. So this is a job matrix with the actual job roles within the pivot table. I'm going to open this up. Actually, that's too much. I'm going to open the columns up a little bit. We don't need the totals. The totals don't really mean much anymore. So I'm going to switch the totals off. Pivot table design and grand totals off. And yeah, there's our job matrix. It's a good idea to check this job matrix. For example, we can see here that under IT and IT support, grade 7, we have 2 roles here, IT specialist and IT consultant. When that happens, that might be there for good reason, but most of the time, you don't want 2 roles there in one job family. So those 2 job titles might actually be the same role, practically speaking. So a good idea is to correct that and just maybe call it one consistent name. Let's call it IT specialist. So I'm going to find all the IT consultants within the data set. And rename them to IT specialists. And then here, I'm going to right click and refresh. And there we are. We've got all our IT specialists in that one box. The other thing you might want to check for is duplicates. So if I was to highlight the range of the pivot table and then go into conditional formatting, highlight rules and duplicate values, we can see here that finance analyst appears multiple times in the matrix, and so does senior auditor. That senior auditor might be an error in grade 6 because there's a grade 8 senior auditor as well. So yeah, in that case, in the real world, you just make your inquiries with the HRBPs and the managers, and you'll look to relabel that. Let's relabel that just to demonstrate how the pivot table reacts when we update it. So I'm going to find senior auditor, and just for grade 6, I guess we can call them junior auditor, although no one really wants to be known as a junior or anything. It's just for demonstration purposes only. And now when I refresh, we've got the junior auditor there. Finance analyst, there's 2 here, and there shouldn't be 2 here. Oh, interesting. So when you refresh, the conditional formatting goes a bit funny. Conditional formatting, here we are. Yeah, something to be careful of. I guess we can reapply that range again to the conditional formatting and get that back highlighted. So finance analyst, maybe we should call grade 6 finance analyst and grade 7 like finance analyst 2. So here we can go into finance analyst again. And we want to target our grade 7s and call them finance analyst 2. I'm doing control enter here, and that applies my update to all of the highlighted cells. And yeah, as usual, I'm going to right click refresh the pivot table, and there we are. So yeah, I hope you found this video useful. I really like concatinateX, and it's amazing that we can put text in pivot tables when we use PowerPivot, and job leveling matrix is a perfect example of where you would want to use the concatinateX function, because it makes an otherwise quite long-winded task into a few steps. And it's great for auditing as well, so you can easily highlight any inconsistencies in the pivot table and the matrix as you find them. Hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, goodbye.